Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Chef Yarneezy, the Pip Master. Listen, I saw something I needed to make sure that I get this out to you guys so you can understand why my strategies work or why I'm doing certain strategies, why I'm in a sale when other people are in the buy, all that good stuff. So let's start off with today's training, which is the death cross. Okay, I'm not going to talk about the golden cross today. I'm only going to talk about the death cross. What is the death cross? Well, the death cross is when, and I'm on the 15-minute chart, by the way. The death cross occurs when the 50 crosses over the 200 in a sell momentum. Okay, now what I've done already, okay, and let me circle this one. This is a new death cross coming. What I've done already is I went back to see what happens when the death cross occurs and how much does price move on a death cross. So look, this is the first one, guys. Matter of fact, let me go from back to front. I'm going all the way back. Let's see, did I do any beyond this point? Let's see if I did any beyond this point. You know what? Doesn't matter. I can do one right now just to show you. So here we have the same setup. The 800s above, the 50s in the middle, 200s on the bottom. Now we have what I call, or what is called, a death cross. I don't call it that. It's called a death cross. Okay? Now, how many pips does it move when a death cross occurs? So what I've done, right, I've checked to see how much price moves. So I put my ruler at the cross. Then I drop it down to the lowest point in the frame. This is a frame right here. Okay. That's 1,089. Now, I don't know if it was news or what happened, but that's how much it moved. Now, where is price action when this death cross occurs? Well, look at the RSI. It's at the bottom. Like, how is it even possible, right? It's at the bottom, basically, when price action occurs. But when it really occurs, is about here, right here in the middle. Okay, so it moved 1,089 off of that death cross. Now let's go to the right, where I did start my markups. They're all circles, so I shouldn't have a problem. Here we go. Okay, this was on 6 January this year. 6 January of this year. All right, here we go again. At the death cross, pow. How much did it move? Okay, and I like to just go to a level of support. I don't care how far it moved. Going to support. That joker moved 993 pips from that death cross. It stayed in the sell momentum, even though it bought, sold. It stayed in the sell momentum. Okay, so it is fair to say that's two. All right, let's go. It's not fair to say yet until I finish, right? Okay, here we go again on 13 January. We had another death cross. So let's go from the cross, measure down to support. Okay, 659. Price tried to hit it here, but it really hit it here and kept going. Okay, but 659 in this frame. Okay, in this frame, it hit 659 pips. All right, after that death cross. Keep going. Let's try another one, shall we? Right here. All right, this was on 10 February. So what is that, like every couple of weeks? It does a death cross on the 15-minute chart. And in this frame alone, right here, just this alone, if I just do this alone, 618, if I continue in the frame shot, which is here, it went down to 978 pips in this frame. Okay, so I'm saying it's fair to say if we were to get into a sale at the death cross here, even though price come back up, because every time price came back up, I'll show you that in a minute. But let's see, from the death cross down, let's just go to a basic 517. That's going to put us at 34355. Okay, that's going to match what it did on the left. Now, each time that death cross has occurred, whatever it did on the left, it surpassed it. All right, by my arch rule. My arch rule says when it meets the level to the left, it's going to go at least 50 pips below it. Okay, so if we were to do the same thing and do it from here, and then 50 pips below was put us at 580, about 583. So we're talking about here, but 50 pips below that, below 34,301, will put us at roughly 250. Okay, so that's what I see when I look at the death cross. The 15-minute chart is the most accurate one when it comes to the death chart, when it comes to the death cross, even though it does it on the higher time frames like the 4 hour, like here it did a death cross. And you can do some measurements as well from here. The death cross happened on the 4 hour chart. How low did it go? Well, a total of 2,724 pips. The death cross again occurred on the 4 hour chart. How low did it go from the death cross? Right here. And it went down 1,631 pips. But we're talking about a span of from 14 September to 30 September. We're talking about 2 weeks. So I'm thinking about getting in a trade for that length of time, guys, just to get in one and stay in it throughout the death cross. Because if we were to get in this one, if we would have gotten in this one, 18 January when it crossed and stayed in it, wow, looks like 18 January, 18 January. So 18 January at 2300. If we would have stayed in this, something is not right with the measurement. Hold on. Oh, wrong. Hold on. That would be 17 January and then 24 January. There we go. So a week to catch 2,000 pips on a death cross off of the 4 hour chart. So yeah, it's quite amazing to be able to see these moves after they occur, right? So we got a death cross. Let's see what happened here. Let me go back one more time because now I'm curious to see after the death cross, it bounced, it ran back up, it bounced again. Does it do that as well after a death cross? So we have one right here. It bounced, bought back up, bounced down, bought back up, and now it's setting up a new death cross. So it bounced, bought back up, bounced, bought back up. Now let's see if it'll bounce and come down based off of the 15-minute chart, judging from what it did before. It's a fresh death cross. So the 1618 on the fib, 34,541, I would say that's true. I would say that's true for it to come down. Plus, it needs to complete the crown. It needs to complete this arch and be done with the move after here. I'm saying that it can actually drop below here because it needs to complete this whole move and come down to about here to this level of support at 34,355 and then surpass that by going through my pass-through zone, which would be 34,325 to 34,067. Actually, that's a long pass-through zone. I need to change that. Let's see. Yeah, that's a long pass-through zone. I need to change that, but that's a pass-through zone area from here to here. 415 to 4704. That's a long one. That can't be. No, okay, here it is. It's 415, 34, 415 to 34, 325. All right, 34, 325. Yeah, so that's a little pass through. Or maybe it was just 325 to 3. Yeah, that's what it is. I didn't mark this as a pass through because it's support. So this is the pass through, 325 to 355. This is also a pass through, 415 to 485 or 415 to 355. That's what it is. Okay, so let's see what happens here with this cross. I hope you've learned a lot. 15-minute chart is the one I really like to look at for the death cross to see if it's going to be true. And if it is true, we're going to get paid very well. All right, that's my time. I'm your boy, Chef Yarneezy, the Pip Master, and I'm out.